Greetings mod lovers across the universe, DW here along with no one else because this is Mod Explaining. I believe in the last episode we were explaining the if kind of code in ComputerCraft. Now I'm going to be moving on to a little something that some of you may know, some of you may not, which is called loops. Now you're all probably wondering, DW, what are loops? Well, loops are actually I wouldn't call them code. Kind of, well, actually, they are code. Code that in a program that lets you, that kind of carry out the same information, the kind of repeat the same task over and over again, so to speak. Now, there's three different types. First one is actually called the for loop. Now, I'm going to eventually explain what the for loop does. Each and every one of these are going to do something different. Hold on. Each and every one of these actually do something differently. Now, if you remember how to make a thing, now each and every one of these loops actually do something different. Now, first one I'm going to show you is the for loop. Now, the for loop, I believe, it prints out as many times as you would wish. Say if you wanted to print out once, this lets you print out 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And just to show you this, hold on. The first thing you're going to want to type in... Now, just like the local thing, you can also type in a certain letter or something. So I'm going to do Q. And I'm also going to type down numbers. This. I also have to put do at the end of it. Then I'm going to put print. Say a certain number. Then this, then I'm going to put end. Now you're probably wondering what this is going to do. Now let me show you. If I type down DW. Oh, whoops. Oh, I see what I've done wrong here, sorry. One sec. Oh, I see what I've done wrong, hold on. Q. There we go. There we go. Okay, now as you can see, it started from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, hold on, let me go back. That's because this is actually telling it to do it that many times. Now you see this first number, you see 1. This is actually the starting number. As you can see here, it started out with 1 and then went all the way down to 10. Well, that's because it's literally starting with 1. Now, if I change this number to, say, 5, it ends up going to 5, 6, you get the picture. Now, if I change and the last number is actually the ending number. So if I change 10 to, not 1, because that would make no sense. Let's see, 7. It'll start out as 5, 6, and then 7. So that's, so yeah, this kind of prints out how many times you want it to do. So literally, this loop here kind of lets you print out as many times as you want. If you wanted to print out the same things this many times, instead of writing down, say, hold on, print, and then blah, 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 then print, and then over and over and over again, you can do this in order to, that way it can print out as many times as you want it to print out, so to speak. Now, moving on. Oh yeah, also I'd like to point out something else. You see this little thing here? It's not actually a dot, it's the a comma. Anyway, continuing on. Not only can you do this, you can do more than one number. So, hold on. I'm going to do 2. Wait, let me put these numbers back to the way they were. 10. 1. And you have to put do at the end of this. It's kind of like end, like here. Now if I put do, you'll see where this is going. As you can see, it's gone from 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Now you're all probably wondering, what the hell has it done? Well, the third number here is actually pretty cool. This is actually adding on to Q the thing here every time. Now you're probably wondering, what the hell does that mean? Well, you know how it literally says that q equals 1, so q is 1. Well, each time, the first time it doesn't add on, then it adds on, and we all know our math. 1 is 1 plus 2 is 3, and then so on and so on and so on. It can keep doing this. Now, if I change this number to a 3, it'll go 1, 4, 7, 10. Like I said, 1, 4, 7, 10. Because 1 plus 3 equals 4, then 7, then 10. You can see where I'm going with this. I mainly just wanted to show that because it's a cool bit of code. I'm also going to show you something else. Now let me quickly get rid of... these are just little bits of code I just want to show at the beginning. Don't need to do that. Now let's see. I'm going to show you a little code called break. You're all probably wondering what this is going to do. Well, actually, by the way, you can just type it like this, just like end. Well, actually, it actually breaks the program itself. Now, as you can see here, it ended up it only typed down 1. It literally only typed down 1. That's because it ended up breaking 4. So if you ended up wanting to stop this, but instead of getting rid of it all, you can use that. I think I've used this in the past, but I'm not that sure. Okay, if you want to make this useful, we're going to put... here's some old code you may remember. If q equals, and seeing that I know this, I'm going to go 7. Oops, sorry. And then, ironically, I put then. And I'm going to put end. Now, before I actually move on, this, as you can see here, I put 2 ends. That's because there's actually 2 different things. There's the if command, and then there's the for loop. Now, I'm just going to show you this because I just want to make this clear. You do actually need 2 ends. If you don't have 2 ends, it will break. And just to prove that this works, and see, it works. Now, you're all probably wondering, what the hell's happened? Well, as you can see here, I put 7. It only went up to 1 to 7. That's because after all the other numbers, 8, 9, 10, the rest of those break. So if you wanted... I'm not sure what this is useful for, to be honest. If you wanted to just go up to 7, you could just keep that. But I don't know. There must be something useful for it. For now, I'm just showing you the what you can do with this code and the main stuff. I'm not sure what it's useful for. Okay, so yeah, that's everything involving the for loop. Now we're actually going to move on to the another loop called the while loop. Now the while loop is a loop that will keep running until the right answer is given. Now you're all probably wondering, what does that mean? Well, I'm going to explain that. Now I'm actually going to get rid of all of this because I don't actually need this anymore. Now I'm going to go back to some old stuff, local, and then obviously I'm going to put q plus 1. Then I'm going to put while, you'll see this, while, the while loop. Then q, then I'm going to put, this is loads of old code, less than, say, 5. Then do, I'm slowly going through this in my head, so if it seems like it's taking a bit of a time with this, I apologize. But anyway, I'm going to put capital Q, then an equal sign, then I'm going to put, let's see, dot 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 Q, and let's see what else. Oh yeah, I'm also going to need to do this. Now, at the moment this doesn't look like it makes any sense to you, but don't worry, this will eventually make sense. Hold on. And then I'll put end. Now, there's 2 different ways to do this. There's one with numbers, and there's another one with words. Now Now you're all probably wondering what's actually happened. Well, as you saw, this kind of it's gone up to 1, 2, 3, 4. I know this doesn't actually look much different from the for loop, but don't worry, this will actually make sense eventually. Now with this, at the moment Q is up to 1. Now Now it says the 5. It has to be lesser than 5 in order to work. Well, this here, and quoting this, as you can see here, it says q equals blah blah blah. This little command here is actually adding 1 each time to the q. Now obviously it added 2. First it started out with 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, but it stopped at 5 because 5 isn't lesser than 5. Now if I actually, just to show you this, let's change this to 2, and let's change you to 6. Let's see what happens. 1, 3, 5. That's because it added 2 each time to 1. So it started with, say, 1, then 3, then 5, then that's it, because it's 6. Now I've shown you the one with involving numbers. Now I'm going to show you the one that involves words. Now, password. Also, I like to put this clear. You can type anything. I'm just putting password there because, oops. I'm just putting password there because, well, you'll understand in a second. While password. Oops. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. And now, so far I actually haven't explained much about what the while loop is, except that I said the while loop is a loop that'll keep going until you give a right answer. Well, I kind of like to think of this loop as kind of like a password. It isn't a password, but I like to think of it as one, kind of a password-like code. I'm going to put right. Now this is just now I'm going to put give password. If I'm not explaining this that well, then make sure to comment down below, because again, this series is just mainly to explain to you viewers what the heck's going on. If I had to put it into one word, what the heck, in a couple of words, what the heck's going on? I'll put end, and then I'll finally put, just so it says something at the end of this, print. Okay, print, and then I'm gonna say password is good. Now, with the first one I showed you, hold on. There we go. Okay, I'll save this quickly. Now, with the first while loop I showed you, it was kind of well, actually, I think it was kind of exactly the same, like the for loop. But this one actually is much more like the while loop, because this will keep going around in circles until we give the right answer. Now, the right answer, if it isn't clear, is DW13. If I type anything else down, it won't work. You'll understand in a second. Hold on. Now, if I type down DW... Damn it, what have I done wrong? Wait. Oh! Oops. Yeah, at the end of this, you also have to put do. Sorry. Okay. Now if I type down DW, it comes up with give password. Now, if I end up typing down, say, anything like word, it'll keep going. Give, hold on, give, go. It keeps on going around in circles. It just keeps on asking us for the right thing. Well, if I type down DW13, it finally works, and you say, and it actually says, quoting this, password is good. So yeah, that's kind of like a little password thing. It just kept on going around in circles until we finally gave the right answer. So that's a bit cool. Okay, and now we're on to the final loop, which is called the repeat loop. A repeat loop. Sorry, I can barely talk today. A repeat loop is a loop that'll keep going, well, literally until there's no more room to go. Now you're probably wondering what that means. Well, I'm going to show you in a second. I can actually get rid of all of this. Hold on. Okay, now let me quickly show you what a repeat loop is. I'm going to put local again. Why do I keep on getting rid of local? I can just keep it there. Put equal, and I'm going to give it, say, a number 4. Then I'm going to put repeat. Just repeat, that's it. Then print. hold on. Capitals. Then I'm gonna put that. Then that. Then Q again. And then I'm gonna put until is. Whoops, wrong button. Let's see here. Now I'm going to put this, then put do, and finally end. Now you're probably wondering what this does. Now, as you remember, this little program here, this little thing here, means if something's greater than other. So in order for this to work, so to speak, ergo, this will. Let me literally just give you the basics. This is kind of just saying that until, literally, it'll keep moving until this is greater than this. Now, obviously, seeing that that's never going to happen, it's just going to repeat over and over again. And I'll show you. Watch. It keeps going, keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. There we go. Yeah, that's the repeat loop. It's a loop that literally just keeps on going and going and going unless, of course, you find a way of telling it to stop. So yeah, this will keep going until eventually it's bigger than that. But seeing that we have made nothing for that, it won't do that. Now, if I make this number here better than this number, it'll just print out once. Hold on. See, print out once. But if this number is bigger than this number, it'll just keep going and going and going and going and going and going. So yeah, with a repeat loop, it'll just keep repeating. But you're all probably thinking, DW, you've shown us these 3 different types of loops. But what are they good for? What are they useful for? I'm glad you asked. Well, as usual, I'm going to show you by using turtles. Now, this is actually part of the video I'm going to actually enjoy. Now, as usual, I'm going to go to the mining turtle, because that's the most likely turtle. By the way, the rest of these turtles, sadly, I'm not going to use in this episode. I mainly just keep it. The main reason they're just stacked around, just like last video, is because that's so you can see what all the other turtles look like. But yeah, let's move on to this turtle. Okay. Now, seeing that this is a new, technically computer, but turtle. It doesn't actually have a DW thing. I just realized, I actually need to refuel this, and which is one of the reasons why I actually have this. Now, hold on. I'm going to put in on. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm actually going to refuel this. Now, damn it, capitals. If you've watched any of the other videos, you'll know that a turtle cannot do damn anything unless it has fuel inside it, which is why we have the refuel program. By the way, I'm not sure I've actually explained this, but there is actually a way so you can refuel more than once than just pressing refuel, refuel, refuel. If you press refuel all, it'll end up getting all the fuel that's in the little slot right there. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that, just in case I haven't shown you it. Now, before I continue on, if you remember from a couple of videos back, God knows how long that was ago, that I showed you how a digging turtle, a mining turtle even, can dig down like a Minecrafter, you know, down, dig, forward, down, dig, you get the picture. But I didn't show you. But I had to just keep typing it and typing it and typing it over and over and over again, just to get it to do it over and over again. With the loops, you can actually make it so they can you can actually tell it how many times to dig down without actually having to go turtle dig this, turtle dig that, and then turtle forward, turtle this. You know. Again, for those that do not know, make sure to go check out the video. So if I type. Let's say 5 and go do. That's a 0. Why did I type that? And then for those that remember some of my other videos, turtle dig down, turtle down, turtle down, turtle dig. Let's see here. Turtle forward. And finally, T. Where's my T? I've been typing these guys for a while now, and suddenly I forget where the T button is. Turtle dig up. And then finally, we're going to put end. Now, as you can see here, if we remember, this is kind of telling it to dig. This is kind of telling it to dig, and I quote this, 5 times. Now, I don't want it to dig it 5 times. Dig 5 times. I'm actually going to make it dig 2 times. So it's just going to dig 2 times. Now, if I type down, oops. So yeah, so yeah, if I've done this right, this turtle should just dig down only 2 times. Now hold on. Yep, it's dug down 2 times, as you can see. It dug from here, it started here, then went to here, then here. You get the picture. It's dug down 2 times. Now, there's actually a way you can make the turtle actually ask you, "Hey, do you want to dig down this many times?" And I'll say, "Sure, I'd like to dig down that many times. Thank you." Now, oops, sorry, wrong button. Albeit wrong place to do that. Hold on. Okay, I think I need 3 spaces for this. So I'm gonna make it dig down. Hold on. 3 times. Now, I'm gonna put times. This will be clear with local again. You can make it. I'm gonna do 1. I didn't want to do that. You can change it to anything, but apparently the guy I watched in order to find this information just called it times. And to be honest, I'm bad with names, so I'm just gonna call it that. I'm gonna type how many down. And I'm gonna do this and this, and then finally times, and then read, and then I'm gonna change this to times. So now it should actually ask me, would you like to dig down this many times? And I'd say, what number? How many down? Yep. So I'm gonna type 2 again. Yep, and it's dug down. Oh, hold on. It's gone a bit wrong here. What the hell? Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, I think it was from that last video. So yeah, it's managed to dig down 2 times. Now, hold on. You can literally do this forever. Now I'm actually going to tell it to dig down 5 times. Okay. It still did good. Now, okay, anyway. Oh, I can hear bats. Now, as you noticed there, I was actually waiting for something like that to happen, but I wouldn't imagine sand actually falling on him. He just kept moving. There is a thing with Minecraft, and I think we all know this. There's 2 different types of blocks. There's blocks that if you break underneath it, they'll stay the same, and there's blocks that if you break underneath it, they'll just fall down. Now, this is kind of a problem for the turtle, because if he ends up breaking something right in front of it, there's still something in front of it. But there is actually a way, quoting this, there is actually a way to fix that. Now, Now I'll be right back because I think I need to get that turtle out up to the surface for this demonstration and get rid of all this digging. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back, viewers, and now I just need to type in the type of code. Now let's see here. Going through my sheets. Right. Turtle.write. Oh, right. Wait, right? Oh, yes. I'm going to write how many how many blocks? Oh, wait. No. How many forward? Forward. Because I'm going to make it so it moves forward, and then, hold on. And then it ends up breaking whatever in front of it. Now, hold on. I'm going to put blocks. Now, with the times thing, with the times, you remember earlier on the code we used, you can easily change that to whatever. With the blocks thing, what I've typed right here, I'm not sure you can actually change that. I'm not really sure. But, anyway. And then equal... I'm going to put 1... then blocks, do, and then just to make this interesting, I'm going to put a while not. I think this is actually using the while command now. Or not, and then I'm going to put turtle dot forward. I believe you need to have put a do at the end of this, and then I'm going to put turtle dot dig, and then I'm going to put end, and you can see this coming end. Now, once again, the main reason I'm putting end is because we're actually using more than one thingamajigger. We're also using for, and we're also using the while. Anyway, hold on. So yes, here, this is literally what it's going to do. If there's any blocks in front of it, it's going to break it, then move forward, and so forth. Now, hold on. I'm going to put a couple of blocks in front of it. And hopefully it should be able to do this. Now, first it should actually... Oops. What have I done wrong? Hold on. Oh, I see what I've done wrong. I have no idea why I didn't change that to that. Okay, there we go. As you can see, it's now asking me how many forward, and I'm gonna say 6. Damn it! I forgot to put in fuel. Wait, why did I get rid of? See, viewers, this is why you actually need to do that. Hold on. Okay. Apparently, I'm going to need to write all of that again, so we'll be right back, and I'll bring you back once I'm actually done typing all of this again. Hold on. Okay, viewers, we're back. By the way, I never actually explained what actually happened. It turns out that I forgot to put fuel in this turtle, seeing that this is a new turtle. I forgot it was a new turtle. I put loads of fuel in it. The main reason it literally just stopped is because for some reason, quoting this, seeing that without fuel it can't move, and I told the turtle to move, and it's literally trying to move with all its might, it kind of just went into a vicious cycle where it couldn't do anything. Which is why I had to destroy that turtle and make a new one, which is this one. Now, seeing I put fuel in it, let's see. Now we can finally begin the demonstration. Now, it's asking me how many forward. I press 7, so it's going to go forward 7. And notice how it managed to go along as it was moving. Now let's see how far it went. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's gone forward 7. Now let's put it back. Go back. I'm bad at spelling. Back. Go back 7. Doing the moonwalk. Okay. So yeah, it managed to move forward that many times. So it's done it with still blocks. Let's see how it can do with... Hold on. Blocks that keep falling. Now, okay. Right, that's pretty big. Now if I type this again... let's see, how many do I want to move forward? 5. I want to move forward 5. And it moved forward 5. So, and it moved forward 5. Actually, let's check if it actually did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it moved forward 5 and managed to get rid of all the blocks right in front of it, just to get to that position. So yeah, that... I may have said a lot of great things about many codes, but I have to admit, that is very impressive and very great. But, sadly, that's all the code I have for today, viewers. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to leave a like. If I haven't explained myself very well in this video, make sure to check out in the description the guy I watched in order to find all this information out. But anyway, viewers, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.